this good lady on my right, it is inescapably obvious to do with ancient tradition that a woman is head of the household. Her name is Sister Gloria, and the name of the organization in question, as you can see, it is Moor Lionz, M-O-O-R. It's also M-O-R-E, more power, to do with, we drew our inspiration from the ancient Moors. Big story. My name is Brother Pittman Brown. And in accordance, you'd say, with warmth, exuberance, and sentimentality, this is kind of like an introspective, melancholy, and soul-searching outreach to do with community. We would like to be able to work together within the locality and across regions. So my role is just to pray, a short prayer, after which I'll hand over to Sister Gloria, who will explain to you what today's journey is all about. The Creator, in terms of the all-powerful vibrational impact on the universe in today, tomorrow, or the year after. We are here in order to just give thanks and to recognize that Thou art part and parcel of our day-to-day, year-to-year, those who have died, those who have moved on. The point implicit here and now is that we are inviting the divine presence, male albeit female, to gravitate, to bless, to help to raise this sense of awareness, so that at long last, as we turn our backs to these walls this evening, we will be saying, yes, indeed and in truth, we have been blessed. Over to you, Sister. And by the way, a very important youngster, because I am the elder in this place, but the founder of the organization, Brother Ra Main. You'll be hearing from him in due course, but for now, over to Sister Gloria.
Thank you. Greetings, everybody.
Greetings.
Just want to give thanks and praise for everybody arriving here safely today. We've still got people that's on the way, that's leaving out, black people's timing. The event was supposed to start at 2 o'clock, so sorry for delays, as there's people still on the way from London, Bristol, Leicester, Huddersfield. So thank you for those that managed to be here on time, sorry for the delay. Just want to tell you a bit about the vision, unity in the community. It's, for a couple of years, Moor Lionz has been going now, for 2 years. We've been to African Liberation Day, with Brother Binny over there. We've took part in the Emancipation Reparation March in London. We've been doing a lot of work with our dear brother Nabab here. He comes here once a month. We've been to the Nation of Islam in London. Minister Hillary's been up here and spoke at our events too. So we've networked with quite a lot of people in different organisations, different areas, communities, where I feel in my heart, it's been placed on my heart that even though we're all doing good work, isolated individually, we need to come together and network more as a people, because together I believe that we are stronger and we can do more work together. So I just thought, take this opportunity to do this event where we can network, get to meet each other, find out what each organisation does and how we can help to build up each other individually. Like for instance, if one of you've got an event going on, we can all come down to support each other. And also it'd be good to put on something together and take it round from cities to cities. I'm also interested in meeting up with a lot of women, because we have a women's group here on a Tuesday, and I one of my passions is to put on a big women's event, an international women's event with people from all walks of life. So I think, you know, this forum gives you the opportunity to get to know each other, because we are brothers and we are sisters, and we have to come together with one common goal. Regardless, there's one common goal that we have to come together, and we have to work and aim for this common goal so we can build up our people, because it's time to build up our people. The Asians are doing it, other communities are doing it, so why shouldn't we be doing it? We was first and we are the greatest, so it's time to rise up and do what we need to do as a people. So this is the forum today where we're going to take the opportunity to, you know, come along. Each organisation comes along, does their presentation, so we can all get to know what you're all about. And I've also got Brother Binny here who I'd like to come and speak for us as well, because like, is it 40 years African liberation? 41?
41.
Yeah, years of African liberation, and I think some of the younger generation want to know how they can get on board to be more involved in that, which I think is good. So, you know, I think sometimes the elders need to like take some of the young people, mentor them, and when it's time to pass the baton on, they can know how to run with it, because we want to take it through generation to generation to generation, each time getting stronger and building up so we can go back to where we were in the beginning. So this is what today's about. So thank you everybody for coming along.
Yeah, we're part of the Moor Lionz team, so thank you for coming to the Kingdom spot. Obviously, you lot are kings and queens, so it's only right to be in the kingdom where we're time to build and time to get right, time to bring unity as one family tree, because that's what we are. Don't let obviously religion or any walk of life divide us, or definitely don't let the suppressor and the so-called crackle white man try to obviously hold us down mentally, physically, or definitely not spiritually, because we're spiritual, beautiful people. So today's about unifying ourselves and coming under one nation as we are one family, and trying to see how we can strategize in a proper way as the elders and the youngsters, because sometimes the youngsters may do things irrational, to where we need our elders to obviously coach us, mentor us, guide and protect us. At the same time, we've got brothers from various cities who we deal with, what's our generation, what the brothers and sisters may know as well. And at the same time, shout out Black Child Promotions. They got obviously assaulted and kidnapped by the police officers, and they do good for the brothers and the young generation. They try to obviously promote black history for the children underneath us, and give them information what they can't get at their schools. So as elders, what are here today, it's very important that you lot back us as the next generation under you lot. So if police come and stop us because they're just thinking that we're just so-called random black youths up to no good and whatever, so-called stereotype, we're here to burn the stereotype with royalty. So it's time to claim back our sovereignty, because they're the ones what are the robbers, the thief, and been raping us for our ancestors for centuries and centuries. So it's only right to take back what ours. We're not here to violate anybody, but what's ours is ours, and obviously we need to free our minds. And obviously at the same time we've got children who don't know no better, so we're here as your children, as your nephews and nieces, to try and round up the family, round up the sheep and the herds, and bring them home. So it takes the village to obviously raise the child. So if you lot are serious, we are serious, and side by side, hand in hand, we can tackle anything what comes in our way. And if anything happens in Birmingham, London, Nottingham, Bristol, wherever, we can be able to fly and move and maneuver for each other. We need to know where we need to drop whatever we got. Nothing's more important than family. Sometimes you may even have blood family, but if they're asleep and they're not ready to move for the cause, sorry, but they might have to get left behind, and we have to move for this family what proclaiming to be family. Or it's one bloodline and we've got split up, so it's time to
really nice.
build back up now. So, and thank you that you lot are here today, and I'm really grateful and I'm honoured. Minister Illyria Centre, his brothers and sisters, and obviously my loves for Minister Illyria all day, every day, because he's always there for us. Just like Brother Nabab, and Brother Andrew, all of them, everybody's here. We have met on the way, so it's just beautiful to just see that we can all come here and we can mean business.
Yes, sir.
Because some people talk and they're not here to build. So, like I said, they're gonna obviously see the real black brothers and sisters standing up. This ain't no Black Lives Matters because white people are representing Black Lives Matters. It's time for us to represent us. Back in the day, you had a brand called FUBU, which was for us, by us, for you, by you. So we need to start taking back up our mottos and our things and our brands and promote us and each other, and that's when we can flourish. So this is my brother here as well. He was a part of the Moor Lionz. Brother Ken, if you want to say few words.
First of all, Hotep, meaning peace. Because that's what we want ourselves to rest in when we pass, you know. And yeah, I just lead by example. Me, you know, before I was very bad. I used to wear, I was that guy where when you see me, the picture's already been painted, you know. I was very loud, but now, changed man. I can't get looked for that from that guy from before. You know, I'm a new guy now, new path, and I know who I am. I'm a real prince.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People call me Prince on the street now. Not because I want them to, it's because that's who I am.
That's
you know? And once we get to where we get to, and you know, we don't want to be famous and on this telly or whatever, but if we're there, we call each other Prince and Queens because when we, I don't know, we could have an interview with these top dons, they have to call me Prince because the brothers and sisters call me Prince. You know, and once that stops going, that's how we get our title back and our status back. We don't see it as a black man or a black woman, see it as a king or a queen or a prince or a king, you know. So I'm just here to lead by example. Don't be surprised if you see me like this. It's normal to me now. It's normal. Yes, you know, every day, you know. And yeah, the mission is very long, but not as long as you think it is. You know, you can close your eyes and wake up and it can be changed. But it's up for your mind to actually make that change.
That's right.
And you know, people wake up and when I'm out on the street, I always hear about problems, but they never sort out the problem. You know, so it's about sorting out the problem. I had to speak to my godson's mum. You know, she woke up, kids to school, car didn't start. And then problem, and then it was all rushy and it all went wrong, you know. And all I says to her, this is what you do. If your car don't start, you just wait for a taxi, take the kid to school, and then when they're at school, that's when you get your car fixed. And then by then you come back, you're sorted. But they don't think like this, because they let the problem get into their mind and everything fell. And thought that they couldn't get it sorted. So once you start thinking like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, like baby talk, baby language, get sorted. And that's what we're here to do, to just sort out everything.
Set the things.
Yeah, it's sorted.
So with Moor Lionz, this building, we do workshops here through the week, because it's all about the mindset, reprogramming, getting the mindset correct. So we do workshops, English, maths, science, GCSEs. We sell Moringa Guinea Hen, and we have somebody here that's making drinks for different complaints like cancer, diabetes, lupus, because it's about getting the body, the temple right. Trying to change the diet, going back to superfoods, stop running to the doctors, and because all them things are messing up your chakras, your way you think, everything. So it's about knowledge, just waking up people. So that's what we do from here. We have meditation classes, we do common law, we do history, we have Niwabi classes here once a month. What else do we do here?
Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah, anybody can use the forum. If you want to do a class here, it's about knowledge and what each individual wants to learn, because we're all individual. So whatever class that somebody wants to learn, we will put it on in the building. We have barrels here, as you can see, because last year we went to Gambia, because we want to take this international, worldwide. So we take things to Gambia and give out to the people in Gambia. So we've got a charity called Second Chance, but we just don't want to do Gambia, we want to go Ghana, all the African countries, Caribbean islands. So that's just a taste of what we do here anyway. So
And just about showing the youth them that there's more to life than just hanging on the street. Because obviously we don't know anything but the street, so sometimes we don't leave the ends or the community because sometimes we're caught up in so-called postcode war or people don't like each other for etc. reasons. But really, that's your own brother and sister. So we need to break that Willie Lynch theory and that spell what's been held upon us, and know that the same way the Asian man can build with his brother or the white man can build with his brother, I shouldn't be obviously arguing with my brother because he stepped on my toe or over females or over money or petty silly things. Cause right about now the Babylon will pull him as a black brother or me as a black brother, and the Babylon don't care what ends you come from, as long as you got black skin, that's what it is. So it's about showing that even though you think the hood boys think they're hood and they're gangster or ghetto because they got beef with etc. different areas, it's about them coming out now, unifying, knowing that it's a system what's been suppressing them. This is why there's so many brothers are locked up in the prison. And when you're locked up in the prison, you're no good to your family, some of them have got children, and it's a time to break that spell as well, in and out of prison, that cycle there. So the brothers what are on the road, what know the road, it's about educating your mind and knowing that it comes to a point where you have to switch the game unless you will end up dead or in prison, and you're going to leave your family members behind, and you're going to leave your daughter crying, your son crying, your mothers and sisters crying, and it's a waste, because I've got lots of brothers and sisters from my ends, you in Radford right about now, as you in Nottingham, where this is a black community. This would be like the Brixton or the Handsworth, independent what area you come from. So we're in Radford, and we've had lots of young youths die from Radford, St. Anne's, Meadows, i.e. 2 postcode war, or to silly deaths where it could have, prevention could have been better than the cure, because it didn't really need to happen in the first place. But because of the communication between the elders and the youngsters, things get out of hand, where majority of the time the big people know each other anyway. Each other's mums know each other. So sometimes it takes the ladies, the lionesses, the empresses, the queens to come out and say enough is enough, because sometimes the fathers or the men are not playing their roles or positions. They want to go on like their leaders or their generals and stunt up in front of their mans or their brethren outside buckies or outside pubs or outside nightclub and impress girl. But at the same time, it's about impressing your family, impressing your children, impressing your mother, your grandmother, and leaving a legacy when you pass on, when you do go to that next realm. Because at the same time, a lot of people passed on and they didn't get to know truth. So we're here to build upon truth. So time for everybody to come and unite as one family and one order, hold to hold, ends to end, city to city.